Hey, what's up everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so headed out. Had to ask the lady at the front desk if it was okay to donate shaving cream, because although I really appreciate my uncle sending my the shaving cream that he sent me that belonged to my grandfather. The reality is I'm allergic to so much to where I don't want to find out if I'm allergic to something by trying it and then breaking out or worse. So that's the truth about me and certain things that I don't know if I'm allergic to. You gotta like test it to find out, and that is not something I'm willing to do. I've had that mistake happen with so many things, as you guys probably heard me speak about. And the older I get, the more allergic I am to certain things, food and skin stuff, anything. You know, I gotta get special soap, special everything. The only thing that I'm not allergic to right now, and I hope it doesn't change, is like Axe spray and lotions. So it's like cocoa butter and stuff like that I'm not allergic to. But like some of the other stuff that I used to love, some of my shower gels. I used to be the guy that had like 15 shower gels and use a different one every day type stuff. I can't do any of that anymore. I gotta buy special shower gels and special detergents. So it's like when it comes to shaving cream, the shaving cream that I use, it works. One of the regular name brand Edges, you know, the sensitive skin, that works just fine. I'm not allergic to it, so I might not have any problem with the shaving cream that my uncle sent. But the problem is I gotta try it to find out, and if it's bad, it can be all bad. So that's why it's like I really appreciate it. I'm gonna keep the shaver itself, the razors and stuff. He sent that, but it was a lot of shaving cream, like 2 or 3 different vials, maybe even 4 or 5 actually, vials of like shaving cream and aftershave balm. I just don't want to find out if I'm allergic to that stuff. I would rather just assume I am and just donate it. So I'm gonna donate it, and I'm gonna put it in the office there, and where they allow us to donate clothing as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. I really appreciate it though. It ain't for lack of appreciation or the fact that I couldn't use it. Clearly I can always use shaving stuff, but when it comes to being allergic to stuff, you get burnt sometimes trying to figure out if you're allergic to things. You know, I went from enjoying a certain type of soap to waking up one morning and just not being able to use it anymore. You know, being able to use all different types of detergent, till one time you put on your clothes and all of a sudden you got problems. To where it's like, yo, I remember I bought some, the first time I found out I had a real problem with my skin allergies, it was buying some oil from a friend of mine, my homegirl Ty. She was selling oils. It smelled so good. I was very happy with the product. I started using it regularly, and halfway through the bottle, I just all of a sudden had a severe allergic reaction to it. Severe. And I was like, what the hell? It turns out I was allergic to one of the oils that they put in it, and that was the beginning of my allergy. Like, you know what I mean? That's what's been happening. Like, the allergy just literally comes overnight and never goes away. Same thing with milk and eggs. First it was just milk. I found out I couldn't have, but I could still have cheese. Then the cheese went. So it's like, this is a gradual thing for me as it pertains to what my body's rejecting, and I don't know what's next. Probably something else I use every day. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So it's like, I don't want to try new stuff, man. The deodorant I use is fine, so I don't switch that up. The lotion I use is fine, so I don't switch that up. You know, my Axe spray, I seem to not have any trouble with any Axe sprays for some reason. But like colognes, I've had problems with colognes. You know what I mean? Like real, actual colognes. A lot of problems. Put that stuff on, immediately break out. Like a rash, right away. And so it's just like, man, when you got skin problems and allergy problems, you don't want to test nothing out. And so that's really what it comes down to. I don't know that I told my uncle about all my skin allergies and stuff like that. So he sent that stuff down, and I appreciate it, but I can't see myself saying, oh, let's see if this works, and then having my whole head break out. This is so uncomfortable, obviously. So yeah, not gonna do it. But you know, I feel good, man. I feel really good. I gotta, you know, just go down and get some of the same stuff. Actually, I gotta get some lotion and some shower gel. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing my laundry because I like clean clothes when I'm making the transition from hotel to motel. I usually try to clean the sheets right before I skip out of the room. It's just how I like to operate. Sometimes it's easier for me to carry things around when I have more clean clothes rather than putting stuff in my dirty clothes bag, which is also used to kind of store other things when I transition out of the room. So that's kind of what it is. I just rather do laundry right before I leave, which is tomorrow, of course, at noon. I already reserved the motel, so that's already straightened out. I haven't had any problem with the La Casa at all. I've been very pleased with being able to go there. And the only thing about La Casa is you're nowhere near a train station. So when you go there, you're stuck there that day. And usually when I was at NoHo, back when it was NoHo, it was close to the train station, I could still have a day about myself. But you know, it's not that much of an inconvenience when I could really consider it at all. Just being able to get the room, it's very affordable. I think the room was like $111 this time, and that's pretty expensive for this place because it's a weekend. So I'm just so thankful, man, that God found me another motel that can be consistent. They don't give us any trouble. They do ask for $50 at the door, but they hand it right back to you if you don't scoop the room. So I just go there and sleep, eat. There's no way for me to screw up the room, knock on wood. It should be nothing for me to do to keep them from giving my deposit. And they're really clean. They're extremely clean there. They're much cleaner than NoHo was. I ain't seen a roach yet. And so that's also something I really like about La Casa. So yeah, man, it's just been working out. So that is what I can be thankful for. But yeah, man, it's been a good day. I feel energetic. My chest is fully healed from all of that soreness that I was complaining about. And the push-ups and stuff like that. I felt really weak last week. Barely struggling, you know, getting through it. My ab workouts are starting to show a little bit. I'm starting to, since I started doing my little knee chest floor exercise again, I'm starting to really see the makings of what the definition looks like. So judging by my history, I'm probably about 6 months out from looking the way I used to look, if I can just keep this up. And so pretty pleased about the results that I've had in just a week's time of incorporating that into my abs, and of course with all the other stuff that I'm doing, crunches and squats and stuff like that. So you know, I'm starting to get there, man. I really prided myself on looking really good, pretty good when, you know, at the end of the year last year, and last year was a fall off year for my body, but I'm trying to incorporate the right habits, eat a little better in terms of the portions, and I'm starting to slowly but surely see this washed body get out of it what these workouts are being about. So happy about that. Did, of course, my Laker video this morning with the Nets. Screamed a bunch of stats at people and then told them to have a good day. That's exactly what it was. It's one thing about having a second phone. You can look at stats, but what you end up doing is only screaming numbers into the phone for 30 minutes. So I want to get a little better at that, kind of get back to what it is I do in the way that I do it, and not relying so much on the data. But the data is really helpful because that's all I'm trying to remember anyway when I'm talking. I just am unable to. So yeah, man. What else is going on? I overslept this morning, but I went to sleep late last night. I didn't get to sleep till 2 a.m. I don't really know what I was doing, to be honest with you, that would keep me up that late. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was on Red Note, the new Chinese TikTok replacement, and just getting lost on that app with all the content creators. But to China, you gotta understand, China has over 1 billion people there, so they got 300 million people on the app, like literally. And so it's a much more populated country than us, and they have much more to look at. So what they have out there is so many different cultures that, you know, derive from various cultures around the world. And what I ended up finding was some female bass players. I was sitting there watching this lady's content for like an hour. She was just grooving on all these different old songs. I'm like, man, like she was really influenced by this in such a way that she's a really good bass player, man. And you look up and find out there's another girl over there who does the same thing, and she's good too. She does a different type of music, but it's the same type of culture. So it's like they got a real like musical culture out there, and they really embody some of the soul that is kind of lost in today's music, man. So I was loving what I was seeing on there in that regard. And then I was looking at animal videos, stuff like that, and content creators welcoming all of us from America, call us refugees, you know, and telling us what they respect and what they hope that we would respect as well. It's just a whole vibe, man, a whole vibe. I was on that app for at least an hour and a half, just enjoying Chinese culture, you know. And they, most of them spoke English, you know what I mean? They're very, very intelligent people, and you know, they're trying to just, you know, deteriorate some of the stereotypes and hopefully bridge the gap with us. And so I think this has been great. The best thing America could have possibly done was ban TikTok, because what it did is give us a direct connection to the Chinese people, for which we've never had. And so that was awesome. See how they're living over there, see how many different beautiful places they got over there in their country. That was another thing. Look at all the travel stuff. I mean, they got it all. Just like America has it all. You find your beaches, you can find ski resorts, you can find beautiful tropical stuff that you've never seen in your country, because they just don't have that type of stuff over here. You know, waterfalls and just, I mean, some of the stuff that they got going on in China as it pertains to what they can see every day if they travel around their country. It is unbelievable how beautiful parts of that country is. So I love that, man. I encourage everybody to get on RedNote, man, and use your translator to speak Chinese, because they definitely, all of the people who were welcome was essentially saying, learn Chinese, speak Chinese. like, bro, I don't even know how to even look at your characters properly. I'm flipping them upside down. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, bro. And most of the languages that are easy for Americans to learn have American letters in it, so we have at least something to derive it from, like Spanish. You know, we can learn it because there's a bunch of English letters in there that we can kind of get some understanding, you know what I mean? With them, it's like this is a character. I don't even know what this looks like. I don't understand this. So it's like I have a very long way to go before I'm ready to speak Chinese. But I think if you stay on that app long enough, you'll find out that that's kind of what it's about. You're teaching people. And because they're so fluent in English, a lot of those people, they know exactly how to make that happen. So I think it's great, man. I'm having a blast. I didn't have any idea that I would be on that app as much as I did. I turned it on just looking to try to put, you know, add to my bio, and never did actually add a picture to my bio, but did stay on that app for like an hour and a half to almost 2 hours, getting lost in all of the awesomeness that RedNote ultimately provided me. So I encourage everybody to get on RedNote. You're going to be in China, and you're going to love what you see there. That's the God's honest truth. I don't even have a TikTok. I never did get on TikTok. It was never something I was interested in. But I can tell you, RedNote is absolutely dope. I can tell you that. That was fun. I had a lot more fun on there than I do in some of Instagram and them. Like, it was just so much more to see, and it's like you're literally visiting a different country. And so that's what I really appreciated. But yeah, man, I'm almost at Target. I think for me, that's really what it was. So because I went to sleep at 2 a.m., I woke up at like 9:15, and I had too much to do today to be doing that. But I rushed through my workout, rushed through everything, and then when I got to the laundry room, it all worked out because they were working on the dryer, and they said it was going to be an hour before the dryer was done. So potentially I wouldn't have been able to dry my clothes if I'd have got down there on time anyway. So I made my Laker video, ate my food, and listened to the Laker video, then put everything in the dryer. It all worked out, and now I'm walking down here to take care of this, hopefully get back in time, finish my laundry, and then pack everything up, get ready to get up out of here for tomorrow and watch the Laker game tonight at 7:30. I don't know if I'm gonna leave back out the house after I finish packing. I really don't know, but you know, that's kind of been how my day has been, man. This has just been a good morning, and that's pretty much it, man. Now we just gotta buy what we gotta buy and get back over there. So yeah, man, I just wanted to give people a little bit of heads up, man, in regards to RedNote. Definitely get on there. That's really what it's about, man. You're not going to be able to, as of right now, kind of talk about some of the things that are most important, which is what TikTok is all about. they don't, you know, China's different in regards to how they, you know, go about how, you know, freedom of speech and different things that, you know, it's not the same country. You're not in America. So a lot of what it is that you expect, a lot of what it is that you're allowed may not be allowed there. They got some things that they don't really want their people to talk about, just like our government don't really want us to talk about certain things. So it gets a little different when trying to navigate that culture. But what I can tell you is I enjoyed what I saw in there. And I think it's going to bridge the gap for many years if it takes off like I know it likely will. And if people take to what they saw like I took to it, it's going to take off fast, man. This is the age of connecting people all over the world in a different way. Social media is evolving, and I think it's going to be a lot of American people speaking Chinese very soon because of this app. So yeah, man, it's a lot of business to be done, and I think it's going to be very, very good for our world that this thing exists, man. So that's pretty much what I'm here to tell everybody, man. Get on Red Note, see what that's about, and understand that, you know, when you do, it's not TikTok. It is a little bit of everything put together, you know, and it's definitely something that I think now that we're in it, we're going to change it, unfortunately, for them. It's not going to be a local app. It's going to be half American, basically. And that's going to change a lot of what it is, but I think they'll be able to evolve from there. And so, yeah, man, it should be good for our world. Something like that exists. Video 44. Thank y'all for watching. Wow.